The start of an engine, the rumble it makes, the hum of the cars, swiftly driving by, and the incredible car crashes. Yes, I am describing the wonderful organization known as NASCAR. It is one of America's best-known pastimes and has been popular since its inception. Yet, many debate that it is not a sport. By the end of my speech, I hope to convince you that it is indeed a sport. In my speech, I'll be discussing how the nature of the sport, the team aspect, and the complex strategy of NASCAR make it a sport. The nature of the sport, according to Daytona 500 Racing, NASCAR is the #2 most popular spectator sport in America, second only to the NFL. NASCAR is known also as one of the most accessible sports. They're the closest interaction between fan and star. It's also a very difficult sport. It's not just drivers making a constant left turn. According to Amp Energy in one of their commercials for their energy drinks, each driver feels 800 pounds of force in every turn. The vehicles are also very hot inside. They range about 150 degrees, plus the bodysuit and the helmet and everything else that they wear. And you're driving for literally hours at a time with your foot constantly on the accelerator, making little to no stops the entire race. The pit crew also has to work very hard and very fast to fix the car and get it back on the track. And NASCAR in general is part of a culture that's been around since it started back in the early 1900s. Another reason that NASCAR is a sport is because of its team aspect. According to dictionary.com, a team is defined as a number of persons associated in the same joint action. The team of a car consists of the driver, 7 pit crew members, and a crew chief. The 7 pit crew members include the front and back tire changers, the front and back tire carriers, the jackman, and the two men who run the gas. The members all have to work together to work as fast as possible, and pit changes happen within a matter of seconds. The driver has to work with the crew chief in order to know what direction to take, and the crew chief has to work with the pit crew so the pit crew knows what to do. One of the main things that make NASCAR a sport is the complex strategy that's involved. The crew has to set up the car before the race, make sure the suspension is set up right, make sure everything is tight or loose depending on how they want the car to run. And depending on those things, that could make or break a driver and whether or not they win the race. According to Yahoo Answers, the suspension, the tight or looseness with the win or loss. The driver has tons of strategy going on through their head the entire time. They have to know when to pass in order to gain a position and to avoid accidents. There's also a lot of strategy in when to pit. You would think that it's just them pulling in for stuff, but they have to decide whether they want to change all 4 tires, 2 tires, or none. They have to decide whether they want gas or no gas, or if they even want to stop at all. And all those things really make or break whether you win or lose. And just like in football, you have to plan and prepare in advance, and you have to have strategies during the game so that you are able to win or finish in the top 10, which is a goal of all NASCAR racers. Overall, there are plenty of reasons that validate NASCAR as a sport. I've explained to you how the nature of the sport, the team aesthetic, and the complex strategies of the game. So next time you hear the roar of an engine and the hum of a car, think of the all-American sport that